As you're trying to overwinter things this season, you may be keeping a lot of houseplants inside that you'd had out on the patio during the growing season, or you might be overwintering certain tender annuals. In either case, you need to keep track of the insects that may be feeding on them right now. And a handy way to do that is to use these yellow sticky traps. Now these are coated with a special adhering substance to catch the insects as they hover and fly over the surface. And the color yellow, as we probably talked about before on Oklahoma Gardening, is a special shade of yellow that was actually developed through research at USDA. They tried all shades of yellow and saw which ones that whitefly and other greenhouse pests were most attracted to. And this bright taxicab yellow is the key color. Now the sticky surface on here just catches them incidentally as they fly through. There's no chemical on here that attracts them. And so you have to position it properly. It has to be just above the canopy of the plant and not hanging way up high or stuck way down low. And you want to check the sticky traps fairly frequently for pest infestations. And once a card gets fairly full, you need to go ahead and do some kind of control. You can check with our master gardeners on that for specific controls for specific houseplants. You want to make sure also that once you change these out, that you sort of keep a record of your pest problems. And what you can do is draw a grid on there, and in a 1 square inch area, count how many insects you see. For instance, this is pretty well loaded up with whitefly, and you could change that out, put a fresh card on, and see if you're getting better control over the next few weeks. Now down here I have some examples of packaged products that you can get. These are ones that we have on the plants now, and they are already pre-coated with the sticky material, and you just glide them onto a dowel or a bamboo stake, and that's real handy to use. But you can also make your own using any kind of bright colored plastic tape. You could coat that with used motor oil or Vaseline. It won't be as sticky as the commercial products, but it might work. Or you might try just a bright yellow plastic plate that you've recycled after eating lunch somewhere. In either case, the bright yellow color is the key, and having it positioned right above the plants so that you know you have a pest infestation and can do something about it before it gets out of hand. Sticky traps are also real useful under row covers like this one or inside a cold frame. Remember, you're providing a warm, moist environment to grow plants or to hold them in place through the winter, and consequently you can have a buildup of fungus gnats or whiteflies under there. And so you want to make sure that you put sticky traps in there as well to be able to monitor it. Now this is our 3rd planting of winter salad greens, and hopefully in a couple of months we'll start harvesting from that as well. But take a look at the harvest we have available over here. Our broccoli has come through just fine. This is Italian sprouting variety, so it's a lot of little heads. Now I'm not going to cut any of this right now because it's frozen. You want to wait till later in the afternoon if you have any greens or winter salad crops to harvest them, because if you cut them in the morning when they're frozen, take them in the house, those ice crystals will rupture the plant cells and cause them to go to mush, and you don't want that at all. But take a look at this cauliflower. This is ready for picking, or even a little past that, and so we'll want to make sure that we get that cut today, but we again will wait till later this afternoon. Last of all, our cabbage is nice and hard and also ready for picking, and all of these plants, the nice thing about having them growing in the late fall to early winter with a row cover is that once you get them up to size, their growth slows down considerably, and you're merely storing them outside. A good example of that is our lettuce that's in the cold frame. It's being held there sort of like a giant outdoor refrigerator crisper, and it's going to be fresher and better tasting than if you tried to pick it all and hold it indoors. So think about a row cover. Again, it's not too late, especially here in Oklahoma, to put some protection on a part of your garden, sow some seed of some of these cool season greens such as lettuce and spinach and so forth, and get a salad crop going for you for later on this winter.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.